Rising up from the ashes, my freedom have won. In your way, show the light.
Hmm.
Time to see the sun.
Okay. I guess I don't know what's been I guess.
No matter how hard I try to focus, without you, it's a mountain.
Hmm. Oh, is it first time I can this? Also, hello. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out how this works. Just a second. Hello, hello. Is it just no, the audio is wrong already. Is this bad?
เอาละค่ะกลับเข้ามา
เอาละค่ะ
สู่การแข่งขันในแมตช์ถัดไปค่ะระหว่างนัวกับกุลลักษณ์ระหว่างนัว Here we come again to the next match between the next match between Noor and Good Luck Have Fun Alright ladies and gentlemen are you ready ทุกท่านพร้อมแล้วหรือยังคะขอดังกว่านี้อีกได้ไหมพร้อมไหมคะสุดยอดเลยเอาละค่ะเดี๋ยวตอนนี้ขออนุญาตส่งต่อให้แคสเตอร์ได้เลยค่ะ I would like to pass the stage to the casters.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the South
Oh, it could be because I
Mellow
should.
Mellow in Bangkok, Thailand for
Woo!
our second match of the day. We had a first very exciting matchup, of course, but now GH versus Noir. The winner of this will go on to face the loser, which of course was BL tomorrow, and then the grand finals against ZT. Nell, how are you feeling about this matchup? This is going to be a very close one between these two teams, but I'm really excited to see how this will play out.
Yeah, I mean, we expect nothing less than both of these teams, and I'm so excited to see what's going to happen, especially since the stakes are so high. Whoever's gonna win after this is gonna face BL and ultimately fight ZT for that
Absolutely.
championship ship spot. So yeah, I'm still really excited about how Noir will have to tackle through GH because GH is the former champion of IVC. They're the giant that they have to overcome. So I'm really looking excited. Like Noah's coming in
Uh,
as an underdog, so I'm
Yep.
really excited to see how the
the
strategy is
audio
coming
a
going
bit
into
fucked
this.
up, not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
absolutely. And of course, we did talk a
Guys,
little
you
bit
know
about
what? I'm just
GH.
gonna
Of
stream
course,
on my phone.
they
Fuck
have
this.
been the winner in the past, but ZT
Wait, but I wanna
very
play.
strong in this last matchup. We saw the team BL already one of the best teams in the region. They've been in KOA constantly for the past few years, and they dropped 18-1 against ZT. That is really a big kind of defeat there
It is.
for BL. So they're going to need to definitely work back into this one. I think ZT going into the going into this playoffs is definitely the most favored, just based off of how they played. Yush on the survivor side, we saw last time. Kuga on the hunter side, and just great teamwork overall in terms of support and just chemistry between those players. It's going to be a very
Just
difficult battle for
asking
them. But
y'all,
we do have to look into our matchup ahead
is
of us,
the
Noir versus
audio
GH.
like
I
the
think this is going to
same
be
as
a very interesting
like
matchup. We
how is
have,
it how it is
of
on the
course,
screen?
Gaje on the hunter side for GH,
Or
very
does
formidable
it
hunter.
feel a
Then
bit
we also have the Noir survivors, which they have been training very hard to get here, to get to this level. I think Noir definitely the underdog team going into this top
Yeah.
four. So it's definitely anybody's game. I think GH, of course, on paper, slightly favored with the advantages that they've created for themselves
next
throughout
time
this
if I
tournament,
know
of
how
course,
to
with how well
stream
they've been
on
played in the past.
computer, I would
But I think it's anybody's game here.
just
I'm very
put
excited to
my
see who
phone
would move on
screen
to
on
tomorrow.
my
Yeah, for
computer, then I
sure. And
can
if you
just
remember,
stream on
BL was
computer.
actually the one who sent GH into the lower brackets.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and just watching BL getting 18-1 by ZT, that just shows how strong ZT is. And even if it's definitely a very long stage going up ahead. Like Noir, GH, whoever's going up, they have to face again. Like if GH goes through, they have to face BL.
Right.
And that's that's a really huge hurdle. And then going to the finals against ZT, I have to say, the performance, especially from the survivor side, Eli, I dare say comparable to the Wolves,
Right.
the Wolves of Southeast Asia.
Absolutely.
I have to say,
Yeah,
yeah,
you saw it today. I mean, 2 wins for the
yeah,
survivors, a 3-1,
yeah,
and a 4 or a 5-0, a 4 survivor escape against
full
PB
sweep.
Chaw.
My
Against
God,
PB Chaw,
yeah,
and PB Chaw is, arguably the best hunter in this entire tournament. So, I mean, that's really just a complete kind of a to win though that by that many points, right?
yeah,
Especially
yeah,
against PB Chaw because of
yeah.
how well he has hunted in the past. We saw PB Chaw play in previous KOA. He was able to defeat teams such as
Oh, give me a second, guys. Okay, so basically hi, can you guys still hear me? I suppose something.
Going while they're cheering for Team GH. Team GH Survivor is on the stand right here, as you can see in the screen. The fourth empty slot, I believe, would be Chao Kan because he is the only member from GH that will not be coming to the live event.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, a huge crowd
Yeah,
here
the
for
show.
GH. Again, this is their home stage here in Bangkok, Thailand. A lot of these players from around the area. Most of the players on this team, again, from Thailand. So we're going to see our first player here, GH Little Boy. Known for many characters, listed as Acrobat, also has the option to play Priestess. That's been the most standard character for him to play. It's been very strong. Little Boy, definitely one of the best kiting players out of this GH team here. So we're definitely going to see that come into a
82 seconds average containment time. Oh, yeah, I see
GH
it.
is one of those teams they love to try to support as much as possible. We talked about this in the past. The key for GH is to manage that support properly. They tend to constantly over support, and that can be a downfall for them.
Yeah.
And that is really going to, it's what's going to make the difference here. They have
Is
to
the
manage
chat
that
not
support
showing
properly
up?
and also have a strong cypher rush.
Yeah, and now we're gonna see 481, otherwise known as Nerukun. Yeah, he's looking really excited to be here. I would say he's definitely one of the go-to forward players of the team of GH.
Yep.
GH has recruited Nerukun because he is a player who takes risks.
No
He,
chat.
if you've seen him in the previous matches, he's actually really, really risky.
Absolutely.
And it looks like almost near Tara Shocks most of the time when he goes through. But I have to say, high
Maybe
risk,
it's
high
because
reward.
people
So
give
maybe
me a
they have a
second.
plan with him.
Yeah, absolutely. We are going to have, Zhao Khan, just as you predicted there, Nell, playing from home here.
Yeah,
Listed
people
as batter, also has
hearing
the option to go with that forward character as well. Definitely going to be, the harasser player there. And yeah, of
Streamlabs.
course, GH on the survivor side here, they really need to set the tone, right? You're going against, Noir's hunter. You're going against a hunter from Japan here. So this is going to be a really, again, this is one of those things where, players from these other regions come together to compete in this tournament, and it brings out a lot of talent from all over the world here. The last survivor, of course, Captain Kuhn, the leader of the team, one of the fan favorites here.
Oh my god, guys, I'm so sorry. It's just such a sudden.
Another kiter has a lot of options to go with. So Little Boy and Captain Kuhn, of course,
Okay, so if I
how well
just
they can
add
get that early game.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely the one of the strongest kiters of
Okay,
the game
son.
as well. Like even before the additions of Zhao Kan, Narakun, Seju into the team, he's been known to be the core of GH, the OG GH, where Skyfall was in there, Nine
Right.
Memos was in there, Last Human was in there, but
Yep.
now with the shift of the addition of new members, they are. I have to say,
Hmm.
GH now
Guys,
is
you
the
can
GH
try
2.0 all-star team.
writing
So
something
I
down.
have to say they might
See
be
if it works
very
or not.
confident. Like this is a
Yeah.
background story to all of you who just know about GH 2.0 right here.
Yeah, absolutely. The bar is set very high for this team. There's a
Yeah.
lot of expectations from the crowd, from us, from everyone watching. So GH definitely needs to come out and play here. And we do have, as we
Oh,
mentioned, that Japanese hunter Noir Glass here, a hunter from Japan, all right, came all the way to Thailand to compete in this event here.
Oh,
And
okay.
if there's
Got,
anyone who could stop GH, it's
we
going to
got
be
it.
Glass. Again, we talk about the Japan region. Really closing in on that China region. They become so strong in the past few years. We've slowly seen these Japanese teams start to take over and defeat more and more of these China teams. Of course, we saw SST in the KOA finals, a Japanese team the first time they made it to that finals.
yeah.
Almost able to take down Wolves, fell a little bit short, but an incredible showing nonetheless. But Japan players have really started to dominate in the Asia region, so I'm very excited to see how Glass can come in here and play against GH. Again, you talk about their survivors. This is the they're really built. They built them. They stacked themselves as well as possible. But going against Glass here, Hunter of Japan, a lot of expectations from both sides. I'm really excited to see how either way
Cute
how
glass.
either team can play here.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing to
Glass
note
is
as
there,
well,
right? Yeah.
because Glass is on the live event
Nakase.
itself, there will be no ping issues.
Yeah.
So they will have no ping coming in playing live here.
Right.
So I'm really excited to see how Glass would capitalize on this advantage, found this equal playing on equal grounds against the survivors of GH.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I mean the previous game we saw Pipicha was playing away, and you did see that he has a little bit of problem
Yeah. Absolutely.
here and there, but ZT is just showing such a strong standing. But coming back to GH versus
Wait,
Noah and
Pipicha
Glass, though,
is.
I have to say Glass.
Oh,
I'm looking forward to
Pipicha
seeing
is the
how he
BL
fares against
hunter?
the survivor of GH.
Yeah, and it's going to be very interesting as well. I think the biggest difference between Glass and PB Cha is PB Cha has so many options to play a lot of win hunters. We saw Clerk in the last round, almost able to get a win, but ZT able to turn it back into their favor in the end.
Was it?
We also know he has
Is that?
Dredge available. He had Breaking Will as well. Glass, it's going to be a little bit
No
different. We saw
wonder.
Waxar coming in earlier
You're
on in this
so
event,
OP.
and we see some other hunters as well that typically aren't necessarily as strong for
Yeah, I
4v4,
just
but
know. I
definitely
didn't
still
know.
a
I was like, who's
possibility.
no 55555?
Waxar, this is definitely a
Oh,
character
yeah.
that everybody knows. It's not necessarily my favorite character to play, but it's definitely a very strong one. As it's we've seen recent rack sort its adjustments. It's very strong against Flywheel as well. Flywheel is a huge
It
part
is.
of this
It is.
meta. Any character that can deal with Flywheel
Shook.
effectively as a hunter is going to be very, very strong because of how strong that trait is. Every survivor wants to be able to bring Flywheel, and if you have a character that's not very
It's a
strong with
Sacred Heart
Flywheel, the
Hospital
last
for
thing they're going to do,
Noah.
they'll get to maybe about 95% wax, and then
Yeah.
they'll bait the Flywheel and then get the 100%. So it doesn't, it just works really well
Wait,
here. We
I
saw a
should
round
go.
one map. It looks like GH actually going to go ahead and ban Chinatown. Noir going extremely risky.
Wow.
Sacred Heart Hospital. This is not a standard round one by any means, but Noir definitely knows they're the underdog here. They need to take risks if they want a chance against this incredible GH team.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely following in the footsteps of ZT. Sacred Heart Hospital has to be the favorite map of ZT as well, and it's rightfully so because it's a place where their survivors factions are the strongest.
Yep.
So they want to capitalize on that situation, give
Absolutely.
pressure to the hunter. But here's the thing: it's Noir survivors that are gonna be going up against GH. So GH has to be very confident because I have to say GH survivors are really really strong here.
Yep.
You have to put them head to head. So yeah, GH sending in their survivors. I have to say, I believe God J will be the one who's going to pick up the pieces.
Yep.
Survivors of GH are going to be the one who's going to be. I think they just have to defend if ever if things get lost, they just have to defend and depend on God J to rake in the points if ever.
Yeah.
Really?
Definitely.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
the
mean,
survivor
you
that's
mentioned it as
breaking the
well.
points, man.
Glass
The
really have
survivors
to
are so
consider,
strong.
he's going into a very survivor-sided map. How does he? I mean, it's definitely something Noir's trained for, right? It's definitely something that Glass
Okay.
has some comfortability playing on. You're usually not very comfortable playing on this map with any hunter, but it could be that Glass also has an option to go Clerk in round one. Clerk is one of the very few hunters in this game that actually doesn't mind Sacred as much as other hunters. Clerk has incredible map pressure. Sacred Heart Hospital loop, it's strong, but against a Clerk, they can easily maneuver around those pallets. They can catch up. They can pressure Cypher machines, and there's a lot of good chasing areas for Clerk here. So we are going to see a Seer ban immediately from Glass here, which could indicate a few things. Of course, if Glass does have a
Yeah,
Seer
but
as a potential possibility, he could potentially pull that out. But we actually see a lot of Clerk players in Southeast Asia
against
thus
a
far not
Dino
ban
has what
Clerk
the
first.
Scots
But
player.
considering Glass
I
is a
think
player
he's
out of
gonna play
Japan,
what's it
maybe
called?
this is something that this is more standard
Olive
for
League.
the Japan
Oh
meta
wait,
in
no,
Southeast
could be.
Asia.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
true.
I'm not sure.
And yep,
I
going
actually
in,
don't know
we
what
can
Glass
see that
plays.
the Ford and the Priestess
Priestess
are gonna
and
be the first two
Patient.
survivors that are gonna be picked in
Ben
first.
and Do.
I have to say, like all of these teams, all of these top tier teams, it's no surprise that they are gonna go in for harassment, support first, support heavy harassment first.
And not
Almost
banning
all
the
of the top
forward
tier
after
teams
that.
are definitely gonna
Then
go
that's
in for
giving
this
them a
first.
chance to
Forward,
choose forward.
Priestess, and now picking up the Patient as well. But the Mercenary and the Entomologist is gonna be banned. So final pick will be
But
the
it depends
Acrobat.
on what
I
Glass is gonna
Who do
pick
you
lah.
think they're
Maybe
gearing
he's
up
choosing a
against?
hunter that's
Yeah,
not
I
so
mean, if
scared
it's an
of.
entomologist ban, that definitely indicates a Clerk here. I feel like that's the most likely option for Glass here. Oh, Sculptor as well. Okay, this is interesting. But no,
Okay.
the
Now I see
entomologist
why
is
they
a
know.
character that can be very strong against the Sculptor. So I think maybe this is something GH expected as well. But
Okay, we
overall,
should
this comp is
expect that
pretty
when
good
it's
for GH. Of course, the
what's that
round
called?
one with how good
The
either side of
Endo
this
ban.
meta is
But
coming strong.
again,
Viable characters there are Clerk
this
and
team
Priestess.
combat and
A lot of round one decoms for Survivors very
Sculptor
strong, but this
is
is tough for Glass. I mean, not a lot of great chase targets. Of course, forward support very crucial. Priestess support very good, and then Acrobat and Patient very good kiters against a Sculptor, especially a Patient if utilized properly. So. This is a difficult position for Glass, and then it's Sacred. This is where Sacred gets so hard. Patient is so good here. All you have to do as a Patient, you hook towards Hospital, you're inside, and the kite goes on forever. So I mean,
Oh my god.
It's true what Eliu said that it's
with
quite hard
Glass
for the
here, I mean,
Sculptor
again,
to
this is something
play.
that Noir is definitely prepared for if
Yeah.
Glass is comfortable playing Sacred round one.
Okay,
But
guys, let's just
I don't know.
watch.
I mean, we're gonna see if it really works out for him here.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Like because this is Noir's pick, right?
Yeah.
So they have to be very confident. They have to have a game plan. They have to know what. They probably have researched what GH survivors or even God J from GH will have to play in this map.
Yeah.
But you know what? Yeah, we'll just have to see because we are heading into the first game, first half. GH versus
Okay, come
Noir.
on.
Winner takes all, loser takes nothing. Going home.
Sculptor
But make
spawning.
some noise, ladies and gentlemen, because Glass will be hunting here, making that rotations into the hospital. Eli.
Absolutely. Quick find onto the Priestess here. Immediately gonna drop that pallet. Glass
Breaking the pallet.
pallet breaking
Who's
speed.
getting chased now? It's the
Indicating
little boy.
hide that red light. Little boy.
Hiding red
Oh,
light.
beautiful bait
Nice.
from the Sculptor. He does have another. He should have another portal to work with here. He's gonna go ahead and use it right away. He's not able to.
Good job from the Priestess.
Into the hospital chase
It's
here.
gonna vault.
Forcing little boy
Priestess
into
having
the
a
hospital.
3-9
He does not have
with window
another
boost.
portal, so
Okay.
he does have to try to transition away here. He's gonna use that last one to get back in the hospital, and now he's out. He's out of portals here, but he is upstairs, so this is where Sacred gets tough. All you have to do as a survivor is transition to Sacred, and he may actually consider changing targets here.
Yeah, I think he has to because Priestess
Changing target.
in the hospital is gonna matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how good your skills are.
Who's
Definitely
Captain?
gonna take a lot of time
Acrobat.
to down that first survivor.
Okay.
He is gonna be shifting to the shack, and he's gonna find Capcun right here. Capcun is just he's just tiptoeing. He's just hiding behind, trying to hide the light because you know what? Who hide as long as you can until you can't hide, then you start kiting, and that's what Capcun's doing. Capcun, oh my God, ready with the ball.
Nice.
Oh, nice, nice, but the blink.
Blink.
The blink's gonna
Okay.
get that hit right there, Eli.
Yeah,
Oh
first hit.
It's
But this is exactly what we talked about. Sacred, all he does, he
it's quite hard for the Sculptor already because
yeah.
oh
Nice
my
blink. Oh my
god,
God.
he has no blink right now.
Considering, the start was a little bit difficult with a very fast find here. Now he has to change targets yet again. He does see the fort. Now this is a really difficult area for a survivor to kite in, so it's very risky for
Now he's gonna chase
to do this free pass.
Patient, who is at a very bad spot.
Really gonna need to be
But
careful.
after he get one hit, he can still transition into
I
hospital.
would imagine. And he is gonna go ahead and use that right
Yeah.
there. And this is Sacred now.
This is already
Oh
a
my God.
very bad match for the Hunter.
The blink's gone. They've been healed. This is an incredible position for GH because they're slow pallet breaking speed.
Yeah.
This is a free kite in this area for the Patient.
And not to mention, look at the ciphers. The ciphers are almost four ciphers are almost done. Like two ciphers are almost done. They are starting on the last cipher. Both ciphers are done. He's gonna get that one hit onto Chao Kahn, but it doesn't matter because
And he's gonna
get one
transition
hit
into
going
hospital.
to the hospital. Get one hit going to the hospital.
It's done already.
As well. Oh my God.
He's going to go ahead and take down that portal. They're going to go ahead and leave hospital yet again. Priestess does not have any more portals, so he has to change targets yet again.
Oh my God, Eli.
So difficult. Does get that first chip on the little boy.
He got the first chip.
If he's able to
Nice.
pick the kits, it's still going to be
Second chip.
he really needs to try to
Nope, he didn't get it.
Here, he does have almost full presence in a second here after one more hit, and that's going to be maybe a game changer late game, but it's really difficult here trying to mind game this as well as possible. Little boy not giving up any free chips, just running in the open. If you can force a basic hit here in the priestess,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
here, but he does again. Pallets, you just drop the pallet.
Nice. Oh my god, that's some good hits right there.
Has now reached that full
That's some good statues here.
This is just an incredible position for GH. The Cyphers are so far along here. Forward still has
Oh
full
my
football
goodness.
available.
Yeah, I think at this position, playing at this kind of situation, I think even just getting a draw has to be the. Oh my god!
Oh my god, thank god.
That is why. Oh
The
my
forward
god.
is here for the stun rescue.
Be down by that last remaining life.
Bro, one kite to Cypher Prime.
Here's the thing, Eli.
One kite Cypher Prime already.
This is only the first chain for. But the stun is gonna come in. Oh my god, 4 and 1 gonna go. He knows the sculptor does not have excitement. This is. Oh my god, this is so grim for Glass and so grim for GH right here.
This is already done for me.
Does take it out of the board, but it doesn't matter. The Cypher Machine is almost primed here. They have won at 99, and I believe someone's on the last Cypher Machine.
Can open already. Nice. He has nothing.
Into the end game here for GH. This is a really good position for them. Glass still has Blink available. The question is, does he actually have the tension? We don't know just yet, but he definitely needs to have that. He's trying to look for a survivor potentially in the area.
Oh, he doesn't. I think he
No, he
doesn't.
doesn't see Zalmad. Yeah. And he's gonna have to force. He's forced into hospital here. Does see Little Boy?
Oh my god.
Does I believe still have trade swap? So I don't know. We're gonna see he's gonna go ahead and spike onto that.
Does he not have?
My god.
Oh my god, he doesn't have detention. That is. It's a 4-run already.
All of them are there. One of them are gonna go to the dungeon.
It's not open.
Oh, it's not open. Oh.
Acrobat opens the gate too slow here. They do have a portal set up that's gonna keep them alive a little bit longer.
Forward still have half ball.
Over aggressive here potentially.
One hit.
Does not have the tension, so this could be a potential force here. He was kind of going for a do or die build. I don't really understand.
Oh.
Go ahead and take that. No, he's not gonna take the portal.
His forward is aiming for the dungeon.
This exit gate's open.
He cannot stop.
Oh,
It's a 4-run. It's a 4-run.
yeah, he should because he's jumping towards the dungeon now. He still has half a football left.
Meow.
All of the football. He's gonna make it in front of the dungeon. And GG, well played for Survivor.
GG, GG, GG.
Wow, you really see why you don't pick Sacred Heart first. It was such a big, a difficult situation there for the. The start was a little bit difficult with the.
Let's rewind and see what happened.
Winner takes all, loser takes nothing.
Going in to chase the Priestess.
He's out of portals here, but Sacred, and he may actually.
Doesn't matter how good your skills are here. Yeah.
All you have to do is now he's out. He's out of portals here, but he is upstairs. So this is where Sacred gets tough. All you have to do as a survivor is transition to Sacred, and he may.
You see, the thing about this move that he changed target, right? It's like
In the hospital, it's a nightmare. It doesn't matter how good your skills is.
it's not good to change target here. That's the thing. Like he already used up 2 of the Priestess portal. He should have just continued on chasing.
He's just tiptoeing. He's just hiding behind, trying to hide the light because you know what?
And here, when he tried to blink,
That hit right there, Eli.
that's also not good. Because, like, with this blink, like, he got, even without the portal, he's already in hospital. And you cannot catch if you don't have a blink. That's the thing. And here he chased. At this point on, it's already done. And one thing about them is like the ciphers. The ciphers of GH is very, they're very fast. Just like a few, changing targets and like the cipher is almost done.
He's gonna get that one hit onto Chao Kahn, but it doesn't matter because get one hit, go into the hospital. Get one hit, go.
Difficult. I mean, how do you?
I'll just watch. I'll watch them play. Like, I'll watch another round. Then I need to go eat. Yeah, just cipher very fast, man.
You take a hit against a sculpt, you run in the open, force a basic, you go hospital, and the game's over. And we saw it consistently throughout that match. He changed targets, he hit a survivor, they went into hospital, they healed, and he had to change targets again. He never found a viable chase target that entire match.
Yeah, he used up his blink, and then he has to change, and then he doesn't have blink to use anymore. I just have to say, very, very strong performance by GH in this first round. I like how you brought up ZT strategy of bringing up Sacred Heart because here's what usually happens. They are very confident, like what you said. They are very confident in their survivors faction. So even doesn't matter who goes because even if Kuga goes first, all he has to do iron it out, get a draw.
They're so well, they're so strong. work player. Sculptor, you take a hit against a Sculptor, you run in the open, force a basic, you go hospital, and the game's over. And we saw it consistently throughout that match. He changed targets, he hit a survivor, they went into hospital, they healed, and he had to change targets again. He never found a viable chase target that entire match.
Yeah, he used up his blink, and then he has to change, and then he doesn't have blink to use anymore. I just have to say, very very strong performance by GH in this first round. I like how you brought up ZT's
Yeah.
strategy of bringing up Sacred Heart, because here's what usually happens. They are very confident, like what you said. They are very confident in their survivors faction. So even doesn't matter who goes, because even if Kuga goes first, all he has to do, iron it out, get a draw, get one survivor, and then
Absolutely. Has put you in a good position and let the
The
survivors
fact
keep
that,
things
you
up from
know,
there. They went
it's
the completely opposite route here.
Elio
Survivor,
is
trying to build up
analyzes it
survivors
so
on
good, just shows how good of a
and
commentator he is.
GH's incredible survivor side and Glass is gonna have an uphill battle for himself. But Glass is such a strong hunter. Again, the Japan region very, very powerful over the past few years here. And Glass, absolutely one of those top hunters. So I really just think that overall it would have benefited Noir a lot better. Take a good map for Glass, and then maybe just kind of try to work from there. We saw Godjay play a lot of Wax Artists in the early rounds, so maybe pick a map that's not as good for Wax Artists, maybe something like Arms Factory. Glass could easily have played maybe something like Sculptor. Sculptor is all right on Arms Factory, and Wax Artist is not very strong. Glass could have gone in with an incredible position. Now Godjay just needs one kill, and he could just play Wax Artist.
Exactly.
I mean, it works.
Yeah, and we all know it's your favorite character. but I'd have to say I totally agree with you. Like that, letting Glass play in his comfort zone would definitely make a huge difference, and just letting the survivors, because I just feel like they they sort of thought that Glass. I think that with that kind of build, even without the 3-9, like sorry, even with the 3-9 build, it was really aggressive, but with no detention, he couldn't even secure that first hit. He couldn't even secure one kill. So it just feels like, yeah, now the pressure's shifted.
Absolutely.
Like the plan failed.
Yeah.
And now Noir, all of a sudden, like what you said, 1K. That's all that's needed.
Absolutely.
So if you are Noir right now, if you are Noir survivor right now, how would you come in to this game number, the second half, versus seeing God J, and you have to get a 4 escape? How can you minimize the loss? I mean, 4 escape might be really hard, but what can you do to minimize the damage?
Minimize the damage. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're going in here again. You have Godjay's probably gonna play Wax Artist. We've seen him actually use that a lot in round one situation. And Wax Artist is a good tie hunter in the situation that would be definitely benefiting Godjay the most. So I don't know, for the survivors here. I mean, again, you gotta at least get a tie. Just try to minimize the damage, as you mentioned. Of course, the survivors, they could try to play aggressive. I mean, it is sacred, so they do have that survivability to work with. They do have that very survivor-sided map to work with. So it's definitely still on the table for Noir to pull something off here. It's just that you're going into this you're going to this in this match here already the underdog team. You're losing round one on the map that you picked. How do you come back from that if you're Noir? I mean, it's such a terrible position for them to work with. I think the best chance for Noir here going into this, take round number one. They already can't do that, and it's already gonna be very difficult to even tie it. So yeah, if you're Noir here, I mean, I think you have to play ultra aggressive. You have to try to play a 4 survivor escape comp.
It's true.
Normally, I think a lot
It's
of
true
teams would
that
go
it's
for
very
aggressive
hard
to
for the
try to push them for a
survivors,
tie or
like
a
for
victory
for
sweep.
NR already,
Just
since
kind
they've
of
already
pile
got a
up
4
damage.
queue
But
and
it
a
is a
4
challenge
rank
when you're this far when you're the
beforehand.
underdog, you're on your map and you're this far behind. You have to try to play extra aggressive and at least try to tie things up here.
Yeah, for sure. And who is this we're seeing right here? Oh, this is DDD from Noir. So he'll be playing from home. Yep. The crowd is giving him the applause that he's needed. And we can see that he does play the banner for the team. Banner is really, really strong, especially if you're going up against meta hunters like, for example, Breaking Wheel. Like, it's really strong, but I don't think we'll be seeing Gotje on Breaking Wheel in Sacred Heart. So yeah, and now we're gonna be seeing the next survivor as well. Eli, why don't you introduce this handsome young guy to us?
Yeah, Kokua here, another player actually out of the Japan region as well, making it out to Thailand for this event here. Kokua, obviously listed as Prospector, but I don't think we're going to see Prospector right out the gate here. It's less likely. I mean, maybe it's a possibility. Prospector, again, the way you get 4 Survivor Escapes is you play characters that have endgame kiting potential.
True.
And Prospector is
Oh
definitely
my god, it's
one.
Awa.
And we do have the Monokuma jacket as well here for Night Owl. I think a little bit shy there, but yeah, tell us a little about Night Owl now.
Night Owl. He is a hunter main, but he also plays survivor really, really well. He has an S badge with Mad Eyes. He has an S badge with Priestess. He also has an S badge with Mechanic. Basically, he plays both sides.
Yeah.
So if you are looking for a Priestess support, he's the guy that you will have to watch out for in Noir right here. And you can see, yeah, he's really shy with the monokuma. Come on, don't be shy, man. You're really cute. So and we can see all the fans. They're looking.
Oh, there's us.
Oh,
Wait.
there's us.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
yeah.
No, no, that's okay. Oh, wait,
Oxygen.
Oxygen playing from Malaysia right there. He's not gonna be here, unfortunately. But yeah, why don't you tell us more about Oxygen?
Yeah, Oxygen, also a Hunter player as well. We saw Oxygen play Hunter earlier on in this event and has played a lot of Hunter in the past in a lot of past Southeast Asia tournaments, but is going to be here on the Survivor side for Noir. He does have a Cowboy as an option. That's a character maybe we'll see come out as well. You know, again, Noir's in a situation they have to play extremely aggressive. Maybe they'll go to those sort of characters. They're not bad. Cowboy has endgame kiting potential. Cowboy on Sacred is actually very good.
Yeah,
And now that I'm thinking
Ah,
about it,
got
that
you.
might be a reason why they picked Sacred because Cowboy could potentially play a little bit into that strategy. We are going to have GH Godjay on the Hunter side here. Of course, listed as that clerk, but you know we saw Godjay's clerk not be a character he really likes to go to, so I think it's less likely we'll see that get used.
yeah,
I still think that
100% win
Godjay has a
rate
lot of
for
potential in him,
real.
but he does have some
Oh
other
no,
skills as
because
well. He has
yes,
multiple skills. Could potentially go Bon. Has Breaking Wheel
he's
Speed.
probably using
Does
a
Breaking Wheel be
like
limited
he was
to
playing in
Bon
China
or is
server,
it
so
possible
probably
to
his
use
stats
Bon?
are
yeah.
good.
I mean, like what you said, Wax Artist can definitely secure one kill at the very least. Like for example, he can go for the sculptor. Actually, he can go for anything, right? As long as
Right.
he focuses, he tunes in into one survivor. He doesn't change targets like what Glass did. He could definitely nail that one survivor out. Whereas for Noah's side, they have to draft a lineup which enables them to provide the support, the heavy support, because he
Yeah.
knows that Godjay is definitely gonna tune in into one survivor because that's the minimum requirement they need.
Yeah.
So, I don't know because I still don't know what Noah can possibly
By the
do
way, guys,
in
after
this
this match,
kind
I'm
of
gonna stop.
situation
I'm
to
gonna go
get
eat.
to
Okay.
get to get at least a two-man escape, three-man, or even a four-man, just to minimize the
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, it's really tough here. But I mean, again, this is a team that has these. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I mean, again, maybe again the sacred pick here. It was kind of an idea to play these characters that that help struggle free. Prospector
Yeah,
a character that very well with struggle with helping characters struggle free.
yeah,
Cowboy as well. It's an off meta strategy, but again, it's one that maybe they need to pull out here. Again, Noir has a huge uphill battle for them. They're going against one of the best teams in Southeast Asia here, and they're a little bit newer to the top ranks here. Or
yeah,
you know, of course, they played a lot in the past, but this is their first big breakout tournament.
yeah, for
So
sure.
I think that you know this is really something that maybe they're trying to invest in. Again, I think the Sacred Heart strategy is you work with Cowboy, you work with Prospector, maybe try to help survivors struggle free, bring a struggle speed type build. But something else you have to consider is we do have that chair, the new chair that's added into Sacred, and that's going to be a huge game changer because
Yeah,
typically you could play those struggle free characters. You could struggle free if you die inside
That's
Sacred
very
and you'd be
true.
excellent support. But because there's that new chair that's been added right outside the statue entrance
He knows a
doors,
lot. I'm a
it
bit
makes
scared of
moves
him though.
yeah. I mean, well, but here's the thing: we have to see how it plays out because if they, how would we put this? They still have a lot of things that they have to pay attention to. Like for example, minimizing the damage, like just getting more survivors out, and even if with the chair, I mean, with the chair included there, I mean, please enlighten me. Like, is it more advantageous? How is it advantageous to which faction? Is it more advantageous to?
Of
Is
course,
it
to the
more like
hunter.
yeah?
definitely for the hunter, because again you're in the situation where it's like
Okay,
again,
Hello?
because you know you
Question
want to be
mark?
able to help survivors struggle free, right?
okay, okay.
And if you have an extra chair, it's just easier to chair the survivor, right?
Yes,
So
yes, yes. I get it. I got you. I got you.
Oh
Sorry,
man, so
I lost
sad.
my mind for a moment there. But you know what?
Goku
Yeah,
was
we're
sad,
talking a
sad.
lot of heat, a lot of hype for GH right here. But my mind right now is with Noir because Noir has a huge hurdle to overcome. Coming in with the as the underdogs in the top four of the finals, IVC, we are gonna be seeing the band pick screen. We are going to do the band picks right now. We're gonna have to see who they are gonna go with. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise in the chat for those of you who are
Yes,
not
do your
here in Bangkok,
best.
Thailand, with me and Eli. Oh, yeah, we're gonna read your comments here. So please do make some noise there.
yeah, absolutely here. Yeah, just waiting for the picks and bans here. We will have that online. in a moment here. We see God J, of course, in the hunter chair. I really like the setup here as well. Now, we
Yeah,
saw it's a really beautiful setup from the staff here in Bangkok.
Good luck to
It's
Noah.
not something
Good
we
luck to
haven't been able to go
Noah.
offline in a while, right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
we've been stuck in this whole COVID situation, but now finally offline in person here. Excellent crowd here that came out to watch here. Definitely came out to support their favorite
Definitely.
team, and it's very
He's
exciting.
so
A lot of great
nervous.
energy here, and of course, personally for me, I'm very excited to be here. I know you are as well, and the rest of
Yeah,
the
for sure.
commentators. This is the first kind of big event that we actually get to show up for in person, and it's very exciting. It's definitely very exciting to be here.
Yeah, for sure. And now we have already pulled up
Okay.
the YouTube chat. Sorry, guys, we were taking time to set up the
Yeah,
section. So now we
could be
have
because he's
Red. Yeah,
alone.
true.
Yeah.
Shout outs to you.
Okay.
Chocho as well, our fellow commentator, unable to make it
Let's just
here,
watch the BP
unfortunately,
and see how
with
it
some
goes.
personal reasons. Kill, Nanobusin, Radish, Vipar, Hanako, Radish
Priestess,
King.
Rook,
Shout outs to you,
Dancer.
Godzilla
So
Kindly.
that means that they're going for the
Welcome to
dancer system.
welcome to
Banning a
Priestess.
patient.
We are
They will go
very
for
happy to see you here, but you are still
Cordy.
here with us in our hearts, in the
Definitely.
conversation.
And yeah, it's great. Everyone, of course, who is coming out to
Banning
watch
an
here.
acrobat.
Again,
They will
positivity
choose something
is
strong.
the best
What the
thing.
fuck?
Keeping positivity in the chat is great. Looking at the survivor lineup here, it looks like we did have a Priestess fan first. Serum is not locked in.
Oh,
Soul Weaver will be the first pick here
Oh
for
my
God J. Very
god.
interesting selection, but it does, of course, make sense. Soul Weaver is a strong character for this map, and it definitely is a character that can get at least a kill here.
yeah.
Now, the team flop is really interesting because, again, the only reason that they really picked Sacred here
Spooder.
is
Yeah,
really because
Spooder
they
is
can
god at
help. They can help the struggle frame here
killing one.
with the prospector
Because they just need to
and
kill one.
Yeah.
we're not seeing that. We're seeing
But
damage
for
especially in
GH
last
to
round
gain an absolute advantage,
Yeah.
he will at least need a tie.
overall. It's not
One kill is not enough
again.
for
It's not playing the
GH to
same
have like a
way
very good start.
what we were considering
Because
here. That they definitely want to work on this. Again, they
6 to 3 is okay.
inside hospital.
For Noah, I mean. Like it will be okay for Noah to,
Works well
you
in
know,
those narrow areas.
have a 6 to 3, but it's bad for Noah to have a 7 to 2.
For those survivors very easily, and that definitely can be something that's very important in this matchup. I don't know. I mean, again, force survivor escape is kind of required here from Noir.
Okay.
Explorer is very curious. The idea with Explorer is that it's an unchaseable target, so you force to chase down the
Okay.
targets instead.
Okay. But I feel like this team
Explorer
comp,
is able to get targets
I'm
in
more
range.
looking. I feel
Noir
like
after, so
God J has more chances since this team comp is a hit or
Yeah,
miss
for sure.
team
Because they're
comp.
prioritizing hiding, stealth, because they've done this before. So God Jade will be spawning, making his rotation
I
towards
mean,
the
coordinator is good
center
against a
hospital.
spider, I would
And
say.
we're gonna see
Explorer,
what
it
will
depends
happen. Right
on
now, he seems
the
like
player
he's gonna
itself.
bump into Kokwa.
Dancer,
Kokwa.
need to see.
Oh my god,
Kokwa
Kokwa trying to
is
hide the footprints, but he's gonna be spotted out.
不
And
是
yes,
吧？你这样都被
Kokwa
抽到
is dead.
干。
But Kokwa, after getting one hit, is gonna try and run towards the
yeah,
hospital.
he is going to take that hospital route again. This is something we definitely talked about all the time. Taking the hit, going to hospital here. Kokoa does have that flare gun available. We do see Blink for the Soul Weaver. Takes that flare gun, does get the kill.
Ah, this is so
One
bad.
through the smoke.
This
Does not get that
spider's
body
gonna
kill.
devour
That's
the
great. It
coordinator.
is I'm not sure if that was slow or fast pause breaking speed. It might actually be an up-down build here. He's going to use these webs to try to catch up as much as possible. And
And the
he's
time.
got enough. This is going to be a very
Nice.
easy kill here. Now he is in the heat.
Wow,
Very
that's
quickly
sexy.
to secure that kill here. No flywheel for Kokoa.
Basement.
He did have broken
Chair
stamina,
basement.
but basement is in the area for Godj. This is a very strong start for him right out the gate here. Only 2 Cypher machines with progress as well here. The Explorer has not yet completed
Why
that
is
kill.
the
Has to
camera
rescue
like,
Godj. He can't even really
to
afford to go for the
like
rescue
why
here.
is the camera showing the chairs? I don't
Yes, right
understand.
there. You can see that that's how the Soul Weaver operates here. But usually, though, Eli, usually when you drop down, you usually run towards the window area
Yep.
to drop out. But unfortunately, Kokwa taking the wrong turn there. Oxygen's gonna be going down.
What do you mean
Dancer
wrong
will
turn?
be
It's not a
able
wrong
to
turn.
come in.
That's the
Dodging
route
the
that he
basement,
chose, I mean.
and he's gonna make that successful rescue. Kokwa has to die far away from the basement because he definitely does not want to die in here again.
Okay,
Oh my
nice.
goodness, he's gonna get that one hit. It's gonna be the tide is gonna be triggered, but
Yep.
well, 4 ciphers remaining. I don't know. Like it seems like there's only one cipher being done. I'm not sure what's happening here. Explorer definitely is working on his second password digging, but
Oh,
yeah,
Kukua must be in a
it's
lot of
good
stress.
at this point.
I
Yeah,
would
it's
say
definitely
that.
just one
Yeah,
step
it's
away
very
from
fast
winning, but
down.
yeah, of course, as you mentioned, the Explorer is gonna have that password page, but it's only one cipher actually completed here. Explorer can pop one. They're gonna stop the heal, but the cipher rush is just so far behind, and this is why Explorer isn't a character we always see get utilized. just because Explorer, sometimes you're forced to transition across the map to find those pages, and it slows down the Cypher Rush significantly. So, yeah, I mean, this is just really tough here. We're probably going to see no rescue at all and them just play for a tie. But the Cypher progress, it's not there. I mean, they have 2 Cyphers done. You have a 42% password page, so you can get 50% on another one, but they still need 2 full Cyphers.
They choose to sell not the best decision, I suppose, because against a spider, if you don't rescue, they will have a loss like webs lah, which will be perfect for him for the second round. Nice. Nice Palestine from Moxie. But he's trapped here, so what would he do to escape this situation right now?
Yeah, for sure. Gotcha still has to blink, like what you said. But Oxygen still has 2 pass. Oxygen
Nice.
he's gonna use another one, but the speed of the spider! The speed of the spider with the web. One web onto Oxygen right here. Gotcha. Oh my goodness. He's just trying to circle him. Playing the mind games here.
Nice.
Drop down. He's gonna drop it down.
Nice. Holy shit, that is a good pad.
That's a huge play for Oxygen. The Cyphers are slowly winding down. Still not a lot of progress. He's gonna go ahead and drop that here.
He needs to dodge this one. He needs to dodge this one.
Wants to get the web shot first, just to secure that here. This is a very difficult situation for Oxygen. Trying to mangle goes.
What?
And he is able to get that hit onto the mercenary here. Did not have any more elbow pads.
Nothing to say. This is mind game.
He's gonna go for the long web
Wow.
shot.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Onto the mercenary, downing him about 15 seconds earlier than he would have liked to there. Female Dancer is able to pop one of the Cypher machines there. Explorer does have progress on
The
it.
thing, right?
Still 2 remaining.
Because like he should know that the spider is gonna go over the pallet since I mean it's a strategy from the spider that like you go over the pallet while you spitting. But it's okay. Like in the end it all comes to mind game, bro. Nice.
He's gonna go for the web shot, able to avoid that.
Nice.
Will just go
Nice. Okay.
here. So Mercenary can waste a little bit of extra time here, but the
Spider will be the second rescue. And Wasp Spider Dancer will be the second rescue later.
Well, at least
What
now
am I
got the
saying?
rescue, right? Yeah. At least got it before half. He still has 42%.
He's leaving.
Oh my god. What?
Why?
He could have just went around.
What is he doing?
He has to know Explorer was around the area, right?
This gives Noir such a huge advantage. Why leave here? Now they can just heal up for free. Night Owl's gonna go ahead. He's gonna go heal up the mercenary. Dancer can easily just run into ruins, and it's a difficult chase there. Why does Godjay leave? This makes no sense at all here. So Godjay.
Elayo, this makes no sense at all. Can we quote that? Elayo, this makes no sense.
Minimum requirement that he needs to get this win.
Oh my god.
Maybe he's just trying to do that. But you have to get that advantage. You can't be lenient. You can't just say, okay, I'm fine with 1K, because it might come back to bite you in game number 2.
Yeah.
So Gotcha is gonna spot out.
What? Oh my god.
Yeah, it does get found here.
Al got nervous.
He actually saw the Explorer. I think maybe I don't know. It's
That place he I don't know what he suddenly like pop up.
I don't know, kind of an in-between decision. Didn't really work out from here. We're gonna see Oxygen go ahead and get up and go to a Cypher machine here. And I mean, Godjay, again, the question is, does he have trump cards?
Oh my god, it's so bad because Al has the has that thing, has the paper. Al has the paper. What is the mug doing right now? Oh, that's good. That's what is he doing?
Unable to get that here. Here comes the rescue. It's gonna be after half. They're trying to wait this out as long as possible. But is Mercenary even on a Cypher?
No, he's not. He's looking for a box, and oh my goodness, even if he manages the rescue here, but
chasing the dancer. He knows that if he kills the person that's going to rescue, the Cypher will never be enough. Oh, but Night Owl has a paper.
I mean, he sees the Explorer, right? So no, I guess not. He's gonna break the box here.
Then I guess they have to fight this Cypher already.
Still rescue. Since he has a perfume, if Godjay goes for a web shot, he can perfume off the web shot, and that makes it so he's not injured. They're all here. They're all here.
Nice. 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 Nice.
Keeps Night Owl alive. Night Owl is that sure goes for the back to the wall. It does get the down onto Night Owl here, and he's dead on.
没了，这把没了。
There's the down onto the mercenary.
Explorer has 92% page though.
Yeah,
he has to run. But
he's down. He's
no
down.
one will be able to.
He's still on chair. It's a 4Q.
Oh my god, no one will be able to pick it up. Oh. And this is why it's so risky, because you play a self survivor Oh my god. It's a really nice palette at the end, but there's nothing much you can really do here. God J expecting to just get 1K, but right now it's a 4K. Oh my god!
Wow,
Unless
beautiful
he
palette stun.
DDD,
Yeah, beautiful palette stun. Oh, but he picks up. He actually
he
picks up the
does
page.
92%, but he has to
Does
press
he
it.
get flooded close in? Does he get the follow up in time?
Oh,
Not
Wow, good
quite.
job from DDD.
Just short of the pop
oh
there,
my
and that
But
is
it's a
god.
full kill
a
already.
four survivor elimination here for Gajay. So close for the survivors of Noir there, and again, you really see why that Explorer is a character that can be very difficult to play. Noir was not able to execute it properly, and Gajay with a tie build, an up-down blink build, a four survivor elimination and a 10-0 here for GH.
Yeah, look at God J just walking away, saying, all in a day's work. What do you expect? I'm sitting on this throne. If you want to come for the
Wow, why
crown,
the
go
sportsmanship?
for it.
Why no
But what he
handshake?
did, I don't know. I think this is a lot of repetition, right? I
Yeah.
see a lot of these situations like where he's just expected to get 1K, but because the survivors are forced to get more survivors to escape, and that's why he capitalized and he gets that 4K.
Right.
He capitalized and gets that
Oh,
additional
that's
4K,
true.
and now
That's
10-0 for
true.
GH in game
COVID,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. 10-0 here. This is a really difficult, and it's a 10-0 on the
Ah,
first game as
man.
well. So,
Oh
I
my
mean, this
god.
is just like, how do you come back
Okay
from
lah.
that? And again,
I'm gonna go eat
GH
already.
playing Sacred Heart
Yeah.
as their
Okay.
their
I'm gonna go eat, guys.
trump card option for the
I'll try
fight.
to make the stream
And
better next
yeah,
time.
it worked
Thank
perfectly
you
for
guys for
GH.
watching. I'm gonna
Really
leave
worked out in
already.
his favor. And I mean, Gajay
And
has
are you
been
guys gonna
very
cry
aggressive.
because I feel like crying?
Here
Why?
you saw it be very aggressive with the missile
Okay, I'll
strikes
go first with my
inside
guys.
of the hospital area. And then Glass
I
forced to play
will.
Sculptor on
Bye bye.
Sacred. Sculptor, it's a great hunter.
Say bye to
It's
my
not round one hunter at all, but
moms.
Sacred, it's just so difficult. You run in the open, you force the basic hit, you go to hospital, and the game is over in favor of the survivors. We saw the half